Hi, this is Miss McCauley, and in this video I will be teaching you how to write and graph inequalities. Today we're going to be teaching you about inequalities. Two things that you should learn during this lesson are that inequalities, let me just change that pen a little bit. Inequalities have more than one solution. And we use the symbols less than, greater than, less than or equal to, and greater than or equal to when we talk about inequalities. An inequality is a mathematical sentence that compares quantities. The definition of an inequality is, let's see if I can type it, if it'll work out okay typing it. Let me just make this a little smaller so that there'll be room. Okay, now I will type the definition. Okay, so the definition of an inequality is a mathematical sentence indicating, that two quantities are not equal. That's what it is. Okay, let me just change the font size just a little. And let me just put that in here for you in the definition. Let me change that font just one more time. There we go. Okay, so it's a mathematical sentence indicating that two quantities are not equal. The symbols that we use to indicate inequalities are greater than, less than or equal to, and greater than or equal to. Those are the symbols that we use. An example that we might write would be, whoops, don't want to do that because that messes everything up, doesn't it? Okay, an example might be 6 plus x is greater than 13. A non-example would be 6x equals 18. That's not an inequality because it has an equal sign instead of one of the inequality symbols. Let's look at the real world example. Compare the following using less than or greater than. The score after 2 goals is blank the score after 3 goals. Well, the score after 2 goals is less than the score after 3 goals, right? Because 2 goals is less than 3 goals. So we would say less. The cost to download 10 songs is blank the cost to download 2. Well, 10 is more than 2, so it would cost more. The outside temperature in the summer is greater than the outside temperature in the winter. The height of a first grade student is less than the height of a 6th grade student. The time to eat lunch is less than the time to brush your teeth, or greater than, because you're supposed to brush your teeth right after lunch too, so we can say greater than. The way I remember less than and greater than is if your symbol points to the left, this way, if the point points to the left, think left less, the 2 L's. Okay, so I'm going to write that. Left is less. That will help you remember which way is which. Okay, go ahead and go to your next page, please. Okay, key concept. This is less than or fewer than. So 3 is less than 5. This means greater than. It also means more than. 8 is greater than 4. This means less than or equal to. The little line underneath means or equal to. So you say is less than or equal to, or at most. This means greater than or equal to, or is at least, meaning 12 is greater than or equal to 9. Inequalities can be solved by finding values of the variables that make the inequality true. So let's look at a couple examples. Of the numbers 6, 7, or 8, which one is a solution of the inequality f plus 2 is less than 9? So you take f and replace it with each of the numbers and you see what makes it true. If we put a 6 in for f, 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 is less than 9, so that is a true statement. If we put a 7 in there, 7 plus 2 is not less than 9, so this is not true. If we put an 8 in there, 8 plus 2 is 10, so that is not less than 9. 10 is greater than 9, so that is not true. The number 6 is the only value that makes a true statement, so 6 is a solution of the inequality. You try this one. Of the numbers 8, 9, or 10, which one is a solution of the inequality n minus 3 is greater than 6? Go ahead and answer your question right here and then check as soon as you're done. Well, looks like our buddy Icky has been thinking of us ever since the integer lesson. So let's see if he can also help us with the inequalities.
Hi there. Ever since our lesson on integers, I've been thinking of you and wanted to help you now with inequalities. The answer to number A, or letter A, is 10. 10 is the only number that makes this true. 10 minus 3 is 7, and 7 is greater than 6. So your only answer should have been 10.
Hopefully you also got 10 for your answer and ready to move on. Okay, since an inequality uses greater than and less than symbols, one variable inequalities have infinitely many solutions. That means that they can have any number of solutions. For example, any rational number greater than 4 will make this inequality true. X is greater than 4. So you could put a 5 here, a 6 here, a 7 here, an 8.5 here. Anything that is greater than 4 will make that true. Is the given value a solution of the inequality? So let's take a look. X plus 3 is greater than 9, and we say x is 4. If you put a 4 in here, does it make it true? 4 plus 3 is greater than 9. Well, 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 is not greater than 9, so that is not a solution. How about this one? 12 is less than or equal to 18 minus y, and y equals 6. If we put a 6 here, 18 minus 6 is 12. 12 is less than or equal to 12, so 12 does equal 12, so 12 is a solution. This stuff's pretty easy, isn't it? Let's look at number 4. 17 is greater than or equal to 11 plus x, and x is 8. So 17 is greater than or equal to 11 plus x. We've written the inequality. Now replace x with the 8. Okay, so 11 plus 8 is 19. 17 is not greater than or equal to 19. So 8 is not a solution to the inequality. I'd like you to try B, C, D, and E on your own. When you've finished, please check back with Icky. Let's check our answers.
I'm just having a lazy day laying out in the flowers and thought I better continue to help you. With problem B, the answer is yes, 9 is a solution. For C, the answer is no, 6 does not make that true. For D, 10 is not a solution, so the answer is no. For E, 7 is a solution, so yes is the correct answer.
Nine plus 7, 9 plus 7 is greater than 15. That's why it's yes. 22 is less than or equal to 15 plus 6. Well, 15 plus 6 is 21. 22 is not less than 21. For D, 10 minus 4 is 6, and 6 is not less than 6. And then for E, 12 is greater than 5 plus 7, greater than or equal to. 5 plus 7 is 12, and 12 equals 12, so that makes it a true statement. Go ahead and go to your next page, please.